What up, Uplifted Society? Welcome to BeautifulToronto.ca.
Join us as we rediscover Toronto.
That's what's up. Wow.
Join us as we rediscover Toronto.
Do that. Great. What's good, Toronto? It's your boy Urkel Ace, host of BeautifulToronto.ca, and I'm here with
Tyron Brooks, Uplifted Society.
Kedrick Brown from Uplifted Society.
Okay, how you guys doing today?
Doing fine.
Doing well.
Go handshakes in.
Yeah.
Real man. You guys have the shirts, you have a sweater on. Can you just tell us, what is Uplifted Society?
Uplifted Society is pretty much a streetwear brand based out of Toronto. The brand itself, the reason why we chose the name like Uplifted Society is because we come with a message.
Come from different sides of the world, but we still have the same amount of fire in us, and the same amount of hurt from different sides of the world. For me, what kind of inspired me is that in 2009, there was like a little bit of a house fire I had in my room, and my face, like the day before I was on my A game, I thought I was nice. I woke up in the morning, my face was burnt. Like no face, to the point where the doctor was like, yo, your face is gone. Like he was so...
You look pretty alright though.
Yeah, I feel alright now. I took care of it. Like there's vitamin E and all that kind of stuff out there, but like he pretty much told me that like it'll take like a few years for your face to even get back at 60%. I didn't believe that, I didn't take what he said, so I came from a really dark place, and to get out of here, I said I had to create my own happiness, because it's not gonna come.
Yeah, originally I was only brought in as a designer, and like you can feel it right away, especially when he speaks about it, that it was gonna be a lot bigger. Like we had an opportunity because we're young, and we have a really creative, so we have an opportunity to do something new.
Sure. So
instead of just doing simple graphics or just branding, we figured to really like kind of delve in deeper. We're growing, and we started a brand, and the brand is growing, and we just want people to really be lifted. A lot of the streetwear brands, they push usually an image, and it could be like a dark image, it could be like glorifying street life, all the things that we actually come from. But it's like we want it to be that balance. We can easily put out the street life that we come from. Me, like I'm a graffiti artist, so I definitely had my run-ins with the law and the homies doing their dirty.
That's cool.
But we don't want to push down people. It's like, look, here's the balance, and here's the other side. Like you can rise from all that.
That's great.
Yeah, more like where you come from and this is where you can be type of thing. Yeah. So like, I Regent Park, where from Jane Lawrence, where I'm from, but like I can never use an excuse to be a bad person. I never can use that environment as a bad. So I create this own place myself in my head. That's basically what it is. It's not a real place. But if we all have the same mentality, it is a real place.
That's really inspiring. A lot of people like today come out to be fashion designers or like, design clothing, but like it's just either because they want to make a name or something. There's no real backbone, but you guys seem to have something serious behind it. So you mentioned that you were a graffiti artist. So, were you like straight up like vandalizing?
All that, like I was a writer. I'm part of a crew called Travel Bridges Crew. So how we got the name was we used to paint and bomb under bridges and freight trains, like all the ill graffiti stuff. But I transitioned because I got chased out by a cop. Luckily I got away, but I thought it was stupid because I could never tell the homies like, yo, just got chased by a cop, and he'd be like, yo, for what? Yo, drugs, whatever? I'm like, nah, because I painted my name. Like, it just didn't make sense. Sure. So started doing the legal graffiti, and it went into schools. So I would go into schools, show kids like demonstrations, and then speak to them, and then tell them how I run it as a business. So how I run it as a business is I paint murals. And then also right now, I do workshops in high schools. Lately we've been getting like at risk, I hate the term at risk, but like at risk schools. So it's literally kids that look like us. There's kids that come up from the same neighborhoods and the same backgrounds as us. And then especially now having the brand, it's like now I have even more to the arsenal. And like, look, like if it's not graffiti you like, if it's not art, whatever creativity you have, whatever sparks your interest, like just go for it. Just be ambitious. Like the one thing I preach is being ambitious. Like your surroundings isn't necessarily where you're gonna end up.
Yo, that's really, you guys are actually inspiring me right now. Like as we're going along with the interview, honestly speaking. So
appreciate
your clothing. You guys have sweaters, you have tanks, you have hats.
Sweaters, tanks, hats.
And you have for guys and girls as well.
Yeah.
So is there like a female voice like telling you guys stuff to make a female?
Well, it's funny because like
everything yourself.
I actually started like my second piece I ever made. Like my first piece I ever made was a bikini. And it's funny to say that because I can't sew, all right, but I know it looks good on a girl, all right. So I went to Fabricland, went on YouTube, and I just kind of put it together. So on our site you'll see when we launch in like maybe an hour few hours.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, we launched in a few hours, right?
Yo.
Yeah, you'll see that in the female section it does say that our women's line is coming soon.
You had the stud on.
Oh yeah, that's me stunting right now.
You
Actually.
you guys are like trying to cut through everything. So how far are you gonna go is like pushing yourselves, you know, even though you have to go through some things that you necessarily might not want to get into, you know? What's gonna happen with that?
I'm almost 100%, like almost maybe 200% that we're actually gonna be something. Because it's passionate, it's something I wake up every day thinking about it. It's not something that's a pastime where I think about making my money, but there's times where it's like, I won't pay mortgage just so I can get an order in. You know, there's a chance to where like I don't have a place to live, but like, I can put a shirt out and it'll have a message and it'll change 10 lives. And almost like, you know, if karma works the way it's supposed to work, then I can take care of my mortgage after.
It's literally all or nothing with UpSo. So we have goals and we have plans. Like we want to open a storefront, and not only just have it a storefront, but a place where kids could come and kick it at. Anyone could come and kick it at. So we'll have like a huge lounge area, and then in the back I want to run a studio, so we can continue working on designs or even like run programs where we can teach people or teach kids. Just have an ultimate space first, like a hub, and then from there just continuously grow the brand. I would love to see it all over the world. Like one of the coolest things that we've been doing is with Instagram. Like he'll post people, they'll take a photo of themselves and then he'll repost them on our Instagram, so they feel like they're now part of the brand. I think that's like one of the coolest things that we're doing right now, because I haven't seen it done in any other brand. So not only do we want to take it as far as possible, then we want to break down like barriers and do new things. We're street dudes trying to really like get into industry that perpetrates the fraud a little bit, because it's like streetwear, but they're not street cats. It's like street cats really trying to reach people and use the clothes as a medium and then step it up and then borrow from them. So it's like give and take kind of relationship with the fashion and streetwear. So we're still learning, but it's like we already have goals and places that we want to go to with UpSo.
If you had one thing, you know, you already talked about ambition. Like if you had one thing to tell the kids, like what is it, man? For real, because I think you guys speak to the kids a lot.
It's funny you say that, because like I actually spend my job, what I do for a living is teaching kids. I've been teaching kids sports, basketball, soccer, floor hockey from age 3 to age 18. So my message to kids: understand independence. Understand that. If you really understand independence, then you're fine. You're set. That's usually what it is, because I was forced to be independent really young, and that's why I am who I am today.
What's your website? It's launching soon, right?
www.UpliftedSociety.com. Instagram, Uplifted Society, and Twitter, Cloud9UpSo.
Okay, so go there, check out these stuff, get some merchandise, you know, stay inspired, man, stay ambitious, and yeah, keep viewing beautifultoronto.ca. Thank you.